All right, this is the Neutralizer, and yeah, I've sold a lot of units like this, but this is we kind of changed the name on it because it had an older name to it, and it was based off of the movie Terminator. But to make a long story short, I needed something that basically that better described what this does, and the whole idea of this is to neutralize anything negative that may happen to you, like a threat of any kind, whether it's physical, psychic, whatever it may be. It neutralizes that threat before you even know that it existed. And so it has like a three-phase or a three-stage system here. And this is the power station. This is the scout. And this is the neutralizer. Now, the power station, let's start with that one. The power station, basically what it does is providing energy for the both the other two machines, the Scout and the Neutralizer. And in this case, I think I had a sigil here. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you made me that one a
Yeah.
couple years
Oh,
ago.
geez. Oh, wow. It's been a long time. Yeah, that represents, I think, the sun, or some universal
Power,
energy.
yeah.
Yeah. And basically, all I'm going to do is I don't really want to change any of these tunings that I did on this machine. All I'm going to do is update the tuning on this.
So there again, you start in the
Oh,
top row and you go left to right.
correct. Yeah.
You
And
feel a stick and you're turning the knob, and once you feel the stick, you stop.
correct. Oh,
And
okay.
I am so lucky to have Dr. Motor tune in this device for me.
I guess it's a matter of perspective.
Or not.
Okay. All right. And on this, you got a special lead that goes from the output jack and goes to the input jack of the next machine, which is the
Yeah, and
Scout.
on these devices here, you can actually see they're labeled input and output.
Yes, you are correct. And what the Scout does, all it's constantly searching for any kind of a threat, anything that may happen. And once it finds a threat, it'll go to the next stage. But for what it's looking for, anything out there that may be a threat to you spiritually, physically, or what have you. For example, you may have accidentally pulled out in front of somebody in traffic. Instead of these people having road rage, they kind of change their mind and they said, "Oh, this is not worth my time. I got to go pick up the kids at school," that kind of a thing. And so what it will do is neutralize any kind of a problem before it becomes a problem. And I have to say, even though I've been in a few, what I could say, they weren't even really problems, but it was able to enlighten me and to warn me of a problem. And I was able to make proper countermeasures to prevent it becoming even bigger problems and escalating. And that's because, and I really do hold it that this system is part of it. It was part of the reason why I've able to bypass a lot of life's little hurdles. Let's just put it
Walked
that way.
away from a car wreck that could have been,
It
yeah.
could have killed me. Yes, for example, I'll give a quick story about, and again, I think the system just like this is what saved me. I was making a left-hand turn, and I was in a standstill, and I love these Jeep Cherokees. Matter of fact, I'm driving one right now. Got a '95 Jeep Cherokee. I love this thing. Her name is Linda, and that's another story. But the Jeep's name is Linda. Anyway, I was driving a Jeep Cherokee and at a standstill, and this full-size pickup truck rear ends me at 50 miles an hour. I walk away from that accident without a scratch, nothing, no broken bones, nothing. I walk away. The guy that rear-ended me was in worse shape than I was, and he was driving a vehicle that was twice as big. And yes, it totaled my vehicle, but I walked away unscathed. So I'm going to say either it was the quality of Jeep Cherokee, or it was this box that help me walk away unscathed from that little accident. But anyway, that's another story. All right, so we're getting back. This is the Scout. I'm going to go through this, and again, all this is looking for is any kind of a threat, and that's what it is. That is a sigil that I wrote, that I put together for her. It's automatic writing. I think I did this almost 2 years ago. All right, or Drew. All right, and here we go. Holy, I really don't have to adjust these. These are really excellent. Very good. Okay, and this is the final one. It's the neutralizer. And, my favorite neutralizer is Michael. And for me, I would probably get something, since this is the most important part of this entire scenario here, is the actual neutralization of the threat, is to have something like that's a really powerful entity, if that's your belief system. But for me, it is Michael, and that's what I would use here on this to project that energy toward any kind of a threat. And also, you probably noticed I have not changed any of these plates here. I haven't moved anything, because all I was doing was I was just projecting this energy toward the target, which
Yeah, just
it was
recalibrating it. Yeah.
just recalibrating.
So if I wanted later on the little bookmark of Archangel Michael, I could just go ahead and add on that last plate and...
Of course, and that's it. Perfect. You're done. And again, this one, output jack, input jack. So that's how these machines are connected, and it's just a daisy chain. And these are 3 electronic machines, and they were designed, I did a little bit of extra tweaking on these particular models for this neutralizer. Yes, they will perform like the other electronic machines that I sell that look similar to this, but these have a few little internal upgrades that help with this particular system here.
And straightforward. I mean, you have the 3 plugs in the back, and if you can see down here, I have them in a power surge. They're plugged in there. Obviously, make sure they're turned on, and you know that they're turned on because they have a little blue light, right?
Exactly.
And yeah.
Yeah, it just
Very
depends
simple.
on the series. Yeah, sometimes I'll change the lights. It depends on the series and what I have, and it's kind of like a little code for me. So it depends. If I change the generation, if it's a newer generation, you'll probably have a different LED.
Maybe green or something. Okay.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So that way, it just kind of tells me. I can ask a person what colors the LED, and I immediately know what model they have and what
Great.
generation it is.
All right. Well, we've done with this one, so I suppose we'll go on to the next, right?
Let's do it.
All right. See you in the next one. And don't forget, like our page, subscribe to us, and just keep watching out for more of these great videos. Thank you.